And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the
Europe, there's a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
Well, he's a serious playmaker. I mean, it's pretty easy to see why Leduc has so much success.
And here's MP from the arc. Another three for Paris.
I'm not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And the dunk by the Fuhrer.
Oh, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some of his serious leaping ability.
Portier outside. Shoots over Leduc. Again, it's Paris.
Well, a bigger lead guard, Portier can have success down low for this Paris ball club.
To the left wing. Pass to the Fuhrer. Miller outside. Shot clock at 6. Leduc for 3.
6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
The way this roster is constructed for Strasburg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting 5.
Well, the on-off numbers for Leduc are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasburg, but I'm not sure.
Points in the game.
Excellent job executing in close. Leduc very crafty around the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. Man, good on both.
Yeah, you can't say enough about what Vincent Leduc does on the floor. He's got an innate ability to find ways to score and also get his teammates good looks.
Pass to MP. Portier. Ahern outside.
To the middle.
Here's MP. Oh, and a slam by MP.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
Now here's Leduc.
17 points in the game.
Pass to Dumont.
To the paint.
Elich. MP. Lemoun covering.
Fades. That is no basket. Missed number.
And it's MP with the rebound.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yeah, as a coach, you can't stand seeing him have that much space to get his shot off.
Strasburg with the lead.
Down low.
Roquefort shot is off. MP outside. Outside Elich. Portier outside. MP. He's guarded by Roquefort. MP outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ahern.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
Monsieur misses. You know, Leduc and MP have each helped their team so far, both so crucial to the outcome of this game.
Well, they got their fingerprints all over this one. Some great plays from both MP and Leduc so far.
Kept alive.
For the lead.
Here's MP.
Makes it off the glass.
What intensity from MP in the paint. Not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Count it.
Here's Portier. MP outside. Outside Elich. Ahern.
Good on the triple.
Well, Paris needs Ahern's scoring from all over the floor. His three-point shooting can trigger their entire attack.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
Monsieur misses. It's Paris leading. Pass to Ahern. Screen by MP.
Tries again. Got him with the pump fake, but he couldn't finish. That concludes concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by a bucket. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports.
Now tipping off this fourth quarter action between Paris FC basket at Strasbourg Basket Pro. Here's Matt. Pass to Elich. Zadirko a screen.
Pulls up on the wing. Doesn't go that time.
And here's Leduc. Down there.
So both teams making some changes here. .60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth.
Outside Leduc. Pass to Vasseur. And the dunk by Vasseur.
Excellent pass by Leduc. NBA scouts love his playmaking.
Here's Paris.
To the inside. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now.
Now Vasseur. Pass to Charpentier.
They get the rebound.
And the dunk by Vasseur.
Sheer willpower right there, guys. Grabbing the offensive rebound and going back up strong.
And in a close game like this, where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure could. He salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Now, here's Zadirko. Shot clock at 5.
Here's Matt. And it's Leon with the rebound.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Here's MP.
Zadirko.
Good work defensively by Vasseur.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Pass to Leon.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Down low.
Here's MP. Yes, and a nice assist from Elich.
No doubt that was huge. MP stepping up.
Strasbourg calls time out.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Right wing. Here's Vasseur. It goes straight through with the swish.
Showing real poise and leadership. When Strasbourg needs a basket, Vasseur goes out and gets it.
Pass to Portier. Elich. On the wing. The shot is good on the assist by Elich.
Can Ahern hit in the big moment? Yes, sir! A monster bucket for Paris.
Outside Leduc. Kick out to Vasseur.
To take the lead.
It's hauled in by Paris. Pass to Portier. Left side Dumal.
Drops in the tray.
What a huge play by Dumas. That's what you hope for from your team captain. Winning plays.
The skewer misses. And here's Paris.
They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Now here's Dumal. NP on the wing. Outside Illich.
That three off the mark.
He's got a great stroke, but that almost dropped.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit those no matter how tight the D is. Nice job coming up big for his team there. Leduc proving he's a big-time player.
And they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them from this point forward. Milk the clock.
The bigger the moment, the brighter MP shines. That is a play to remember.
And Strasburg Basket Pro calling timeout. Leduc, covered by Portier.
2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Leduc misses. Now Paris FC Basket with it.
Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Personal foul, 13 foul.
Here's Portier.
And so they foul intentionally.
Gassier, second personal foul, 14 foul.
And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
When it comes to leadership, both on at a very high level for a very long time.
And Strasburg Basket Pro calling timeout.
What's your take, guys?
I guess they're not yet willing to give up, but they have no quit in them. I'll give them that.
And you have to respect that, I suppose. Most teams, most coaches would be moving on from this one already.
Miller for three. Harris grabs the miss. That's going to put a ribbon on this one. Harris FC comes into town and secures.
Thanks everyone for making it out to the game, and we hope you had a great time. Drive on safely, and we will see you next time.
Strasburg Basket Pro wins the tip.
Well, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before. but Vincent Ledoux might be the best of them when he's finished with his career.
Now here's Ledoux.
5 on the clock.
Nice D from Portier. And as you said, Ledoux, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
Now here's Lemieux.
Tight defense on him.
Ledoux misses.
Here in the first with a little over a minute played so far. And he makes that one.
Well, you see Dumont making things happen inside. He's the leader of this Paris FC team, and it's easy to see why.
And we know the backstory with MP. I think he views his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
Now here's Elish. They get it back.
Here's MP, and he gets the bucket.
Love the hustle and the commitment. MP unwilling to let that possession go to waste.
And we're about 2 minutes into the first quarter.
Outside Ledoux.
Soft touch off the glass.
That's an agile make for Ledoux, able to work around an interior D.
Now here's Portier.
Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
And I think that is in part probably because of the way that France has developed their basketball program. But it also speaks volumes to the way this league can prepare players to make that jump over to the NBA.
Now here's Ledoux. Again, Ledoux missing.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss that sort of look very often. Using his size around the rim, Elish cashing in for 2, playing big for Paris.
Stewart with it,
Covered by MP. With the step back, high post shot.
Ledoux can't hit.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Avery left side. It's rebounded by Strasburg. And really the Strasburg team, they aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EBA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here. Well, when we watch him here in Europe, MP always seems to find some daylight to get his shot off.
Pass to Stewart. Outside Lemieux. Now Ledoux. Strasburg again missing.
A lot of bricks put up off his shots, and one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's guarded. Move the ball around.
And MP gets it to go. Strasburg trailing.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Here's Ledoux.
Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch.
MP outside.
They set the pick.
Ledoux with the steal. On the wing, Miller. Outside Lemieux. Ledoux for 3.
And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that does it for the first quarter.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They're up by 8. We'll be right back to the action when we return.
And And welcome back to the second quarter of this matchup here in Strasburg. Here's Matt.
They lead by 8. That's the biggest margin of the game.
And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
Pass to Dubois.
Oh, there's the alley!
Well, you can't forget to box him out. He may not be the tallest guy around, but he's got a nose for the ball and he's fearless in attacking the glass. I'd love to see that.
Inside. Here's the Dirko.
Bellini pulls it in.
Here's Dubois. An easy 2 points on the layup.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him there, and apparently neither did the defenders.
Pass to Benoit.
Zadirko. Fades and shoots.
Again, the miss by Zadirko.
That's not heads-up basketball. Don't try to fade away when nobody's on you. But with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. It kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
When the size advantage is as big as it was there, that's exactly what he should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Here's Benoit.
He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. To the middle.
Monsieur. Pass to Mad. Monsieur with the screen.
Clock at 6. Another shot. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
First team foul. At the line for Paris FC. Matt taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
And so he hits both.
Lemieux with it. Pass to Leduc. Here's Mayol.
There's the 3.
Ahern with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky he was off.
I hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard him, they're going to have some problems.
Chalk up 2 right there.
Credit the keen eye of Vincent Leduc. French basketball is all about the team, and he certainly fits that mold.
Fortier outside. Pass to Ahern. Mad.
To the paint. Inside.
And another miss. by Paris. And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
Now here's Ahern.
Looking for his first basket still in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's MP from the arc.
The rebound by Roquefort.
Inside.
And the dunk by Vasseur.
The power from Vasseur. Make a little statement there.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
MP right side. MP can't get that one to fall.
He'll be very disappointed in himself. That's one you expect to make.
Down low.
And the dunk by Vasseur.
He might be small for his center, but he can jump out of the building. He plays big.
And here's Paris. The way this roster is constructed for Strasburg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting 5.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasburg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game ready just yet.
Now here's Lemieux. Pass to Ledoux.
The 3 is up.
MP outside.
Puts one up from 19.
And it's Leon with the rebound.
That is such a low percentage shot.
Look, he's got to remember, he's got 4 teammates out there with him. He doesn't need to do it all by himself.
Pass
this
the
is
rock.
a team game.
Yeah.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break.
The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasburg. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. Europe is a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
MP.
And a little luck that time, but it drops.
All right, little old school stuff from MP, going with the midi.
Outside Ledoux. It's out to Roquefort.
6 on the shot clock.
Ledoux, covered by Portier. Here's Paris. MP inside. Vasseur defending. Here's Roquefort.
Misses from short range. To the middle.
Here's MP. That's good, and it's Dumont with the assist.
Good aggressive play by MP. Taking it up inside and refusing to back off because of the contact.
Vasseur. Covered by Portier. Pass to Ledoux. Roquefort. Again, the miss by Strasburg Basket Pro. And here's Ahern behind the arc.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, Paris needs Ahern's scoring from all over the floor. His three-point shooting can trigger their entire attack.
To halt the run.
Again, the miss by Strasburg Basket Pro. MP right side. They double team MP. Takes it out to Portier. Back to MP. Pass to Illich. Ledoux with the steal. Now here's Miller. Guarded by Dumont. Now here's Ledoux.
Lets it go from deep.
And Illich pulls it down. Portier outside. Ahern. And here's MP. Vasseur defending. Rejected by Vasseur. And so it looks like Paris will retain possession here.
Dumont from the arc. It's good from long range.
Well, that's a quick shot from Dumont, but when you're already set up, why hesitate?
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Roquefort.
Zadirko defending.
Again, the miss by Strasburg Basket Pro. It's Harris leading. Ahern.
Fires it. And the wing jumper offline. Here's Leol. Sinks the triple.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Don't they know that's as good as a layup for him?
Empty outside. Back to Portier. Empty outside.
Clock at 6. Baseline jumper.
Again, it's Harris.
You love MP's tenacity. He outplays the defense and gets himself a nice look.
Over to the left wing.
Viseur, covered by MP. The kick out to Viseur.
Pulls it from the elbow. Not going to go that time.
Dumont on the wing. Viseur defending. Dumont with it. Viseur's there. Good work defensively by Viseur.
Yep, that one goes.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get, trust me.
And it's Harris with the ball.
They've led by as much as 10.
Here's Portier. Ahern outside.
Takes the 3. That shot, no good. And we've reached the end of the third.
Harris FC basket ahead.
They're up by 5. And time for a short break. Stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
Now tipping off this fourth quarter action between Harris FC Basket at Strasburg Basket Pro.
Here's Zadirko.
Pass to Blanchet. Here's Perron. Shoots over Leduc.
Misses the wing jumper.
Strasburg trailing. Here's Leol.
Fires the 3.
A nice shot by Charpentier.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Outside Illich. Blanchet. Pass to Illich.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Looks like you took that last 3 a little personal.
Yeah, that was definitely some payback right there.
That's what you love to see. 2 guys going at it.
Outside Leduc.
Looking to get back on track.
Pass to Charpentier.
Just 5 to shoot.
Leduc can't hit. Here's Perron. He's covered by Leduc.
Offensive board.
Here's Portier. Pass to MP. Portier outside. And here's Illich. Wall. And another miss by Paris. Outside Leduc.
Shoots it.
Nice D from Portier.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Sure, the defense better not relax because he missed that one.
That one a tad offline to the right, but it drops in for him.
Major size difference between the Defender and shooter right there.
And without a hand in his face, he's going to hit the target.
It's just too easy.
Good luck, Rookford. And that one comes off the assist by Leduc.
Count on him in these big moments.
MP inside. The Stewar's there.
And yep, it's good.
And here's Strasburg.
Trail by 6. Here's the Stewart. Goes straight through the defender. For the dunk and draws the foul. He will go to the line.
MP picks one up. And Paris making a change here.
The bucket was huge, but the free throw was bigger. Cuts it to a one-possession game.
And it's Paris with the ball.
For 3, drills the three-pointer.
You know, that short corner three, it's a shot that MP has really been working on.
To the inside.
Back to Leduc. Nice D from Portier.
Down low.
A kick out to Jamal. Elich. Pass to Ahern. MP outside. Portier. He's covered by Leduc.
Shot clock at 2. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They'll turn it over. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Hitting shots in those moments that'll get Leduc picked in the first round.
Now Portier. Pass to MP.
Fires from deep.
Lemieux grabs the miss. Rutherford outside. The Stewart.
It's in! And he has brought them within 2 points.
Showing real poise and leadership. When Strasburg needs a basket, the Stewart goes out and gets it.
To the right side.
Pass to MP.
That just adds to what's probably already an insurmountable lead. I think they'll be leaving here with a win.
Yeah, hard to imagine any other outcome than the one that's staring us right in the face.
And Strasburg Basket Pro calling timeout.
They not only need to draw up a score here, but a quick one.
And once they get that quick strike, there has to be an immediate foul.
Yeah, Brian, they can't waste any time.
Roquefort, defended by Elich. Leduc misses.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. He just can't dial it in from deep this half.
A smart foul there to try to extend the game.
Yeah, this isn't over, but the clock's as much of a problem for them as the score is right now.
They need some missed free throws.
And they commit the intentional foul, and we'll see another one of those so that they can get into the penalty.
First personal foul, 14 foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Basketball foul. Leduc. Second personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for Paris FC. Okay. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
drops the first one, and that puts them up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Strasburg calls timeout.
They still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, it could, but they're going to need some help any way you cut it, Tim. They'll be hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
But hey, we've seen some crazy things happen.
Three from the inbound.
Again, the miss by Strasburg Basket Pro. That's going to put a ribbon on this one. Paris FC comes into town and secures the win.
So when you got a young team like Paris is, it's never easy to get a win on the road. They showed a lot of grit and fight, the way they battled it out.
And for MP, nice for this team to get a win over Le Duc with so many fans in attendance.
And this win doesn't necessarily mean that MP is going to jump Le Duc on prospect boards or anything, but he certainly showed that he has a lot to offer, and he continues to develop his game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, this is Blake Suniga saying thanks for watching.
Vincent Le Duc is considered one of France's best playmakers, but you thoroughly outplayed him tonight. What does that say?
That if you don't know about me, you're gonna find out. Vince thought I was some loudmouth American just here to cash a check. But someday he's gonna realize this is my story. I'm the main character, and he's just watching.
On top of outplaying Le Duc, you helped lead Paris to victory. Talk about it.
My job is to do whatever this team needs. Whatever that is, that scoring, defense, playmaking, rebounding, whatever. I feel like I could do it all. And I want these guys to know I'll run through a brick wall for them if I have to. I'm that committed.
And lastly, you put together quite the highlight reel tonight. What prompted such enthusiastic play?
Ms. Mueller, at the end of the day, this is a game. You're a professional and you're paid a good salary, so you have to treat it with respect. But I'm at my best when I'm having fun. So that's what you saw. I need to play loose and free to help my team win.
Thanks, MP.
You're welcome.
How was the escargot?
Awesome, bro. Them things was bussin'. I mean, it's basically just a bunch of butter and garlic, but it also has some crunchy bread on it. I don't even know what it was, but hey, look, Americans give snail a bad rap, but them things was so good.
No, I agree. I love it. All right, so look, I want to give you an update on your draft stock.
In tonight's matchup against Marseille, you get a first-hand look at Louis L'Aigle-Dupont, who's currently projected to be a first-round draft pick in this year's NBA draft. Have you had a chance to watch any tape on your fellow draft prospect?
L'Aigle means eagle, right?
L'Aigle.
L'Aigle means eagle, right? Yeah, so dude can soar, no doubt. Great finisher. But we gotta deny him the ball because he knows how to get to the cup once he gets the rock.
This is a do-or-die game for Paris FC Basket. Win and you'll earn a berth at the European Basketball Alliance Championship Tournament, and lose and you're out. Obviously, you have the rest of the FBSL season no matter what. But how important is it for you to play in an EBA championship?
You're right, Miss Mueller. That's a big deal for us. We've been chasing that all year. And I know our fans want it too. A lot of them even have tickets already to Istanbul. So we're going to leave everything we have tonight on that floor and make sure nobody's calling the airlines asking for that refund.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
What a view of Paris. We are live here in one of the world's most iconic cities for tonight's game. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us for tonight's FBSL action between Paris FC and Marseille. I'm Blake Zuniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. Guys, this should be a fun one.
It's old versus new here. It's an interesting one. Veteran Marseille on one side, looking to steal a win against the youth movement, Paris FC.
And tonight, Paris needs this victory to qualify for the EBA tournament.
Well, certainly a lot on the line for MP and the rest of the Paris squad. But I know that Louis Dupont and Marseille would love the chance to play the spoiler here in front of a rowdy Parisian crowd.
Well, really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC. A win here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year.
Now here's Ahern.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
MP.
And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. MP was thinking, I got this.
You get the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise there. There are some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well, but from what I've seen, they could do it.
And without a doubt, this Marseille squad belongs to Louis Dupont. Really a gifted finisher, one of the best finishers in all of Europe.
He's the heartbeat of this team, and he is their leader. Marseille can go as far as Dupont takes them, and the way he's played all season, the sky is the limit for L'Aigle.
Well, this is where Parker excels. When he's inside near the basket, he can be a force.
Here's MP.
Off target from the baseline.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many chances like that from short range.
Outside Illich. Dumont.
Fader on the way.
And MP gets it to go.
Good job pulling the trigger when the defense opened up for him.
Here's Parker.
That one falls, coming off Brisebois' feet.
Scanning the floor, Brisebois able to identify his team's best scoring option. But you look at the path Paris FC took to get to this point. The youngsters on the team have stepped up big time.
Well, whenever this team has looked out of gas, guys like MP have stepped up and found ways to keep them going. It's kind of a Cinderella story, but they feel that they're far from midnight.
Now here's Barrow. Illich the block.
This is why these guys love the veteran Illich. He gives everything he's got, every possession.
Here's MP. Rebounded by Brisebois.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
There's Barrow with the three. It's Harris leading. Pass to Dumas.
In tight, he gets the jumper to fall.
Well, you see Dumont making things happen inside. He's the leader of this Paris FC team, and it's easy to see why.
And we knew coming into this season that Marseille would be strong. They really turned it on down the stretch.
No doubt. I mean, Dupont has led the way, taking his game to another level the last few weeks. Overall, the entire team, they've surpassed their fans' expectations already.
Shot by Bourgeois, no good. Gauthier outside. Pass to MP. And the rebound goes to Marseille basketball.
Parker. Baseline try.
And it's MP with the rebound. And here's Paris.
Tries it from 19.
It's hauled in by Bourgeois.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that.
Yeah, he's got to use his head. That was a terrible choice for sure.
Low probability.
Superb assist. He played the role of maestro on that one.
Brisebois outside.
And it's good! The buzzer! Wow!
And a big bonus for them to end the quarter as he beats the buzzer.
Now that's how you use every last second on the clock.
There's the horn, and it's been a close game at the end of one. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
Welcome back to Paris for the second quarter. And here we are in Paris, such an incredible city, obviously a cultural center for the world, but also the heart of the basketball scene in France.
So many great players have gotten their start here, and what a dream it must be for these players to come and play in Paris. It can feel a bit surreal, I can imagine, but everybody on the floor has earned their spots tonight.
Here's Blackburn.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Playing big near the basket. I love seeing Parker go up with this kind of force.
Now here's MP.
8 points for him. This one for three.
Marseille basketball pulls it in.
To the paint. Here's Parker. And the jam by Parker.
Well played right there. There's no question which team has the momentum.
It does look like this lead is headed north.
MP up top.
Fades back. Yes, it is. Score that as basket number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
You know, we saw MP get tested multiple times this season by his opponents and sometimes really by his own team. But he's passed every test thrown his way.
And the resilience that MP has shown this year cannot be ignored. It's not easy to find success in a strange land, but MP has done that and then some.
Now here's MP.
He's got 10. Fades, and it's in off the backboard.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
And the first one drops. So both teams changing it up here. That one is no good.
Harris trailing. Fortier outside. Pass to MP. Fortier right side.
Just 5 on the clock. And he drops it in from the low post.
Listen, okay, Portier is tall for a point guard, which allows him to fight through contact and finish those tough shots.
There's Blackburn.
And he's going for the alley-oop.
Blue ball, no good.
Maybe tried to get a little too fancy on that one.
Yeah, unless the alley-oop is wide open, never a good idea to force it.
You said that right.
Now here's Ahern.
Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Screened by Elich.
To the middle.
It's hauled in by Bourgeois.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Dupont for 3. Sinks the triple.
Quick release from Dupont. Scouts love seeing that.
Fortier outside. Pass to Ahern.
And a miss there on the triple. And so we wrap up the first half.
Marseille basketball out in front.
Up 8. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Yeah, if you're just joining us here on 2K Sports, it's Paris FC Basket hosting Marseille basketball as we get going here in the second half for this FBSL matchup. Well, you look at the French culture, they absolutely love their sports here.
Soccer, or rather, let me be correct here, football is still king and probably always will be, but basketball isn't too far behind now. The popularity of the sport has exploded here the last few years. And with Wemby doing his thing in the NBA, I think it's going to continue to grow.
Now here's MP.
Tried to fade back in there, but it's off the mark.
Pass to Barrow. Now here's Brisebois, covered by Portier.
Parker's shot is good.
And Parker has found his rhythm in this one, and it's why his teammates are actively seeking him out.
High post MP.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
That's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Well, yeah, you talk to MP, and he'll tell you it's been a great experience coming to Europe, playing at this level. He's worked really hard to continue to improve his skills while facing top competition. It's been a win-win.
Now here's Brisebois.
No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Dupont. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, it doesn't take a private eye to figure out why they call Dupont Le. He simply soars through the air, and along with Barcelona's Alvarez, has a claim for the best dunker in Europe.
Reminds me a bit of a player named Han Chi, who played a few years over here. You might remember him as the Flying Dragon. They both have the ability to explode off the floor when they take it to the rack.
Now here's Bourgeois. Parker, covered by Brisebois.
3 on 3.
And here's MP from the arc. It's hauled in by Bourgeois. And Marseille with possession here. Parker, that falls. Great assist by Bourgeois.
And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
Now here's Portier.
Guarded closely. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, a bigger lead guard, Portier can have success down low for this Paris ball club.
Brisebois, covered by Portier. Now Brisebois.
He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
That's the job the big guy has to do for them. Contest every rebound.
MP outside. Pass to Portier.
Takes the three, drains the three-pointer.
Yeah, Portier liked the angle he had and just went up with absolute confidence.
Marseille in the lead. Arrow outside.
Down low.
Oh, slammed in by DuPont.
He can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Fans are disappointed. You see him?
Well, I think he did plenty of damage. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard, just the same, if you ask me.
Now here's Elish. Jamal. Here's MP.
Banked in off the glass.
When you think back to how MP looked at the start of this season, we've seen a lot of growth in his game.
You know, you think back, like, you talk about the start of the season, there were some shaky moments. But once he started getting comfortable, you could see everything start to fall in place for him. He's been crucial in the success of Paris FC.
Now here's the ball.
He's got 11.
Nice job by Bourgeois, getting to his spots and getting exactly what he wanted.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And here's MP from the arc. And the rebound goes to Marseille basketball. Pass to Bourgeois. And here's Parker. Over MP. And there's Marseille with another bucket.
Well, the name Parker is obviously well known in France. Theo's got a bigger frame than Tony, but sometimes you squint and you see the jumper from afar.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Marseille basketball out in front.
Up by 10. And we'll return shortly.
Welcome back. It's the final quarter of action here between Paris FC basket and Marseille basketball.
Both teams making substitutions here. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over 1 minute played.
And the ball out of play, Marseille will have it. And Marseille with possession here.
A 12-point game.
Outside Dupont. Here's Riyard.
Sadirko defending.
Kicks it out to Barrow. And again, it's Marseille basketball missing. MP outside.
For three.
Wawa with the rebound. Here's Dumont. Pass in there. Barrow with the assist.
When the size advantage is as big as it was there, that's exactly what he should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle. You know, that short corner three, it's a shot that MP has really been working on.
From deep.
And the rebound goes to Marseille basketball.
They've led by as many as 14 points.
Pass to Riyard.
To the inside.
Slam dunk by Dumont.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there. There, guys.
Yeah, signature move.
And he does it as well as anyone. I mean, just tremendous skill in the air.
Here's Paris.
Trailing by 13.
Pass to MP.
Beyond the arc. Good on the triple.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
Parker's shot is good.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Portier outside. Oh, Elitch with the jam. And a lot of rumors swirling for Bogey Elitch. Some folks close to him feel that this could be his final season.
No announcement yet for Bogey, but there's a small chance that we could be watching the final act of his basketball career. Again, this is all speculation, as Bogey hasn't indicated if this is it for him.
He thought he had the clean block, but the refs, they saw it differently, and they called the goaltend.
This Paris squad struggling. Pass to MP for three.
Buries it from three-point range.
Since the start of the fourth, Brian, that three-point shot has really been there for them.
Yeah, doing an excellent job finding the open man on the perimeter this quarter, and the three-pointer has been a weapon of mass destruction for them right now.
Boom.
MP on the wing. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
Well, you have to love the confidence on display from MP. He knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
Here's the ball.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
I mean, the moment he gets into the lane, he's nearly impossible to deal with.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop for him.
The clock's still their worst enemy now.
Yeah, they need to work very quickly.
Bourgeois with it. Bourgeois outside. Pass to DuPont. Kick out to Bourgeois. It's rebounded by Dumont.
Well, this game's finally gotten away from them.
It has. There's not really anything they can do.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Bourgeois outside. And there's a foul. Called on MP.
That will be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And that'll do it. Marseille comes out with a win over